This is Chris, the Idaho Painter, here on Home Improvement How-Tos. It's an awesome day because I'm over here in Berlin. Had the opportunity to paint on the Berlin Wall, courtesy of Airless Discounters. I'm inside the business today. Had the opportunity to talk with Stefan, and here comes Stefan, the owner of Airless Discounters.
Hi, Chris.
Thank you very much, Stefan, for bringing me over here for this wonderful opportunity. So, Stefan, we're here now, and we're standing inside your business, Airless Discounters, here in Berlin. What I want you to do is tell me a little bit about your company, a little bit about the history, and how you got into this business of selling airless sprayers.
We started about 10 years ago, and actually I was a student, and a student needs money I saw an opportunity buying old equipment, repairing it, old airless sprayers, and that's what I did. It started from there and developed step by step. First you maybe repair one or two, and then the people coming in. And now we are a full-service airless company.
And my understanding is you're not just a full-service airless company, you're a worldwide full-service airless company. I mean, you sell to, tell me some of the countries you sell to.
We sell worldwide, and with sprayers it becomes a bit more difficult, but for parts, accessories and all that, we ship it worldwide, and our main market is Europe. We have teams for different countries, for France, for Italy, for Spain, for the English market, and as well, of course, for our home market, Germany.
So you're right here in Germany, in Berlin, Germany. This is your home office, but yet you sell worldwide. And if I speak a different language, I know you have websites or you have YouTube channels, and you can teach people how to use airless sprayers and stuff in different languages. And why don't you tell me some of the languages that, different languages you guys speak and offer support to?
Yeah, as I said, French, Italian, English, German, Spanish. That's already a big market, and we can cover a lot. There are countries around maybe with other languages, but often the people are able to speak English or German and French. So we actually have customers not just in these markets, we have customers far beyond, and our team is able to communicate in 5 languages, and usually that works quite well.
And so my understanding is if I'm a painter in another country, even though you're in Berlin, I can call you up, I can get service, and I can purchase a pump from you, and it's going to be shipped right to my door in another country?
That's what it is. The idea is that we compare to the small dealer around the corner, which are less and less available, is that we have a big stock. We operate centrally from Berlin. And we have the spare part there. We have a storage with about 250 sprayers all the time. We have guns, hoses, tips, whatever you need. We don't need to order it. We have it and ship it out the same day. So even if you are in another country, we are often quicker than the small dealer around the corner. We just need to order the equipment. We just have it there, ship it out.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing because I've been in a lot of paint stores in my career and traveled all over the place in other countries and stuff, and I've never seen as many parts and say tips. I mean, you got a wall of tips over here, larger than any wall of tips I've ever seen, and you got hoses. It's just amazing a variety of equipment you have and how much you have, so it doesn't look like you're ever going to run out.
That's the idea. The idea is to have everything there, every brand, every part, so that we can help out very fast. The problem is you don't buy paint sprayers or spare parts for fun. You buy them because you need them. You have to do a job, and if your machine, your airless sprayer is failing, you're depending on tips, you are depending on spare parts, and we see it as a service to deliver it very fast. And with our centralized approach, that we have a big storage here based in Berlin, we are able to ship it very fast and deliver it quick to repair equipment.
And one thing I did, because I think I've met all of your staff, and your staff is absolutely amazing, and they really know their equipment, and you have a staff that repairs equipment. But when somebody calls up, what I've noticed where I come from, you just walk into a paint store, and typically somebody that doesn't know a whole lot about airless sprayers, they're just going to sell you an airless sprayer. They're just going to give you pretty much just the same tip with it and just a couple of accessories or whatever comes with it, and you just walk out the door. I think what I've learned with you, it's a lot more than just somebody calling up and saying, I need a $7.95, and then you just shipping them a $7.95. It seems like to me, your staff really kind of talks to them, tries to figure out where they're coming from and stuff. Why don't you talk to me a little bit about that?
It's we train our staff internally and make sure that even for all the languages, the staff knows about it. We have trained technicians which can help out in special questions when it gets really tricky, and we try not just to sell equipment. We see it as a full service package, because sooner or later you will have questions about which tip size to use, why isn't my paint sprayer running, how do I clean it, and therefore we always discuss these issues with the customer before he buys, or if he buys online, we call back and make sure they get the right tips, and also they have the right machine. So often we see that people buy two sprayers which are too small for their projects, and then we check the paints they are using. We check the projects they are running. Is it just small apartments or business projects or houses? So we can really consult them and help them out to get the best solution for their needs.
Yeah, I think of all the paint stores I've ever been to, and all the service centers and everybody that sells parts and supplies, I don't think I've seen any paint company or talked to anybody that cares as much about their customers and gives as good a customer service as you guys do. I think it's absolutely amazing. I think it's just incredible, your reach, how far, your reach is outside of just Germany. When I came here, I thought you'd just be selling stuff here in Germany, even in the Berlin market, but it's incredible. People from all over the world. I think a little bit about your history. You told me how you started, and that was selling stuff on eBay, I think. And I don't know, why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Again, I was a student and there wasn't much money around, and I saw that as an opportunity, and I talked to painters, and I realized that a lot of them have old equipment in their garage. And I called them up and say, okay, I come around and you just sell it to me. And after a while, you trained myself in understanding these equipment. I learned about the spare parts and all where are the problems with the machines, and that's how it happened.
And that's an incredible story. You went from a guy just selling stuff on eBay, and I was walking through your store, and you took me downstairs where you do repairs and kind of just walked me through the inner workings of the store, and I saw these tips right here, and I've never seen this tip before in my life, and it has a name on it and stuff, and of course I use a lot of tips, go through a lot of tips, and I'm always trying to figure out and find the best tip for the job I'm doing. And since I've never seen this, I was very curious. And why don't you tell me what this tip is and who makes it?
That's our farbmax tip. If we look at paint sprayers, we are in a market with just a few producers, and often the prices are pretty high. Where we can, we produce our own products and market them under the brand name farbmax. That's the case for the tips. They are made in Germany, so a really high quality, and we are able to market them at a very decent price. And a lot of our customers use them, and it's for us a very nice marketing tool as well. So beyond these tips, we have other products as well, like extensions, hoses, fluids like piston oil, cleaner, and also paint sprayers.
And I think you talked to me because I go through a lot of filters, and especially this last year, we were going through filters almost every day, gun filters. And I think you told me you even have your own gun filters.
Yeah, of course.
And your products, it seems like from some of the prices you told me, your products are significantly or less than some of the major manufacturers.
If we take a gun filter, a gun filter is a really simple product. It's just a mesh which you put into your gun or in your manifold filter system. Often I ask myself, why are the prices so crazy for some of these products? And we trying to offer an alternative. and many of our customers are happy about it, to see that and to use that equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. And these tips, I don't know if you can see these tips. I'm kind of very picky about the products I buy, the products I use, and the first thing is I like them to just look good. And this is a very nice looking tip. You've talked to me a little bit about the carbide that goes into it. I'm very excited to try them. So I'm going to be testing these tips out, and we'll be letting you know what we think of them and whether there's something we're going to be continuing to stock in our vans. I know you even have your own brand of sprayers, and why don't you talk to me just a little bit about your sprayers?
There are great big brands around, but often they are quite expensive, and we have customers which are not able to afford it because they're very small, or they just have a paint job once in a while. And for them, we try to offer alternative products, which are of course not the high-end quality, but which are decent products which will fulfill their needs. And so we are looking around with what is in the market beyond the big brands, and try to offer that to our customers as well. We have a clear quality standard inside the company, so it's not that we just buy anything which is around. When we become interested or we learn about new equipment in the market, we get it, we test it, we often take it into rental, so that we have really a long run situation where we can make where we can get an idea about the quality in the long run.
You know, Stefan, this has been an absolute amazing opportunity. I've had the opportunity for you to take me around the city of Berlin. Your staff is absolutely amazing. Love those guys. Their customer service, their hospitality is great. You showed us a really fun time. You worked it out so I could come all the way over here from the United States and paint on the Berlin Wall. What a fabulous experience. You'll have to stay tuned. I'm going to be having a video showing you, what it was like painting on the Berlin Wall. Thank you for bringing me over here, Stefan.
Thank you for coming over.
I'm very excited to learn even more about your business and possibly even buying some products with you. If any of my followers are interested in finding a little bit more about Airless Discounters, I'm going to be putting his website and video link in the video description, and it's also right here in the video. Stefan, again, thank you once again for bringing me over here. Appreciate it very much. This is Chris, the Idaho Painter, with Stefan at Airless Discounters, and like we always say, hopefully we'll see you on our next video. Out.